let's do our next video here on section 11-5, which is comparing the ratios of similar polygons, their area, and their side lengths. Let's think before we do anything. Let's think about how many feet there are in a yard. 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. 1 yard again is equal to 1, 2, 3 feet. So, how many square feet are there in a square yard? It ain't 3, because it's 9. If I take my square yard, 1 yard, by 1 yard, that's 3 feet by 3 feet, which of course 3 times 3 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So as you can see there are 9 square feet in a square yard. So the ratio of a yard to a foot, or actually a foot to a yard, is 1 to 3, but their area has a ratio of 1 to 9. In other words, the ratio of a linear length, 1 to 3, is the area ratio is equal to the linear length squared, which is 1/9. So, what is the ratio of the areas? When we say what is the ratio of triangle 1 to triangle 2, we are talking about their areas. The ratio of areas is always the ratio of their sides squared. In other words, side 1 to side 2. Their areas, area 1 to area 2, is equal to, well, these aren't equal yet. Their areas are, the ratio of the areas is equal to the ratio of the sides squared. So, looking here, triangle 1, triangle 2, what is the ratio of their lengths? Well, it's 10 to 7. If I square that, I get 100 to 49. So the ratio of these areas is 100 to 49. The ratio is 100 to 49. All right, what's the ratio of the areas of two regular hexagons with sides 12 and 10? Well, my favorite poem is, if there ain't no picture, draw one. So I have one hexagon, I have another hexagon, and their lengths are 12 and 10. The ratio of their lengths is 12 to 10, which equals 6 to 5. In other words, S1 to S2 is 6 to 5. Therefore, if I square that, 6 over 5 squared, they have a ratio of 36 to 25, which means now the ratio of their areas is 36 to 25, which is 6 to 5 squared. Okay, let's do this problem here. The area of triangle ABC is 98, so the area of this triangle is 98. The area of the second triangle, RTS, is 50. What's the ratio of their areas? It's 98 to 50. We are looking for the ratio of their sides. Well, the area of 1 to the area of 2 is equal to the side of 1 to the side of 2 squared. So therefore, if I know my areas, I need to take the square root of that ratio in order to find the ratio of their sides. Well, 98 over 50 is equal to 49 to 25. That's the ratio of their areas in simplest form. If I take the square root of that, the ratio of their sides is going to be 7 to 5. Therefore, the ratio of their sides is 7 to 5, and that answers our first question. All right, let's continue now and solve for x. The side lengths of the left triangle 7 is to the right triangle 5. So therefore 14 is to x as 7 is to 5. We can simply cross multiply, or we can just kind of take a little look here, boys and girls. 7 is to 5 as 14 is to 10. Very good. And if you don't believe me, we can cross multiply. We get 7x is equal to 14 times 5, which is 70. X is equal to 10. All right, let's try this next one. The ratio of the area of PUV to NOP is 72 to 32. That, of course, can be reduced. We can divide both by 8. So this is equal to 9 to 4. The ratio of their areas is 9 to 4. The square root of that is going to equal the ratio of their sides, right? So we can say, what is the square root of 9/4? Well, the square root of 9/4 is 3 over 2. So the ratio of their sides is 3 to 2. So therefore now we can say that 3 is to 2 as 9 is to x. Let's cross multiply. X is going to equal 6.